Okay, he's in the fairway.
That's not a good start for any
Let's
of us.
see what happens.
Hello? Hello?
This is very, very sandy. Let's get out of here. Okay, out of that bunker onto the green now. That's good stuff. Now, let's see what we can do with that long putt. Okay, he's coming out of the deep stuff.
Come on.
Oh my word, that almost dropped in the bucket. Okay, let's see what happens. This is his third. Ooh, just dropping it on in there.
Good
From
one.
the fringe. Look at this. And I think this is from, I don't know, this isn't even from downtown. This is more like from the edge of town. From the edge of town.
What?
Let's see if you can get this to go. Okay, here's our par putt. Oh, flying by the hole. Oh, that's frustrating. Let's get back on the green. And from the green side rough. Oh, pretty good with the chipper there. Okay, now this from 11 feet. I think this one's breaking to the left. And down it goes. Well done. And if he drops this, it'll save par. And right now you are 2 over par. Seven iron on display here. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. This is an 8 iron. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. And here's their 8 iron. Have a good tee shot. Bunker coming up. Oh, you didn't hit this one, but that's okay.
Come on.
And from the green side bunker. "21 feet to the cup from here." Oh man, this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. Just a little too much power. Ooh. Well, it was a close one. Good chip. Well judged on that one. Okay, he's got this one for birdie. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. Ooh, right. Okay, this putt is around 6 feet out. And here he goes, putting for par. Okay, here's a 4-foot putt for us. Ooh.
À,
And here's our look at a quadruple bogey. This putt's going. And that was a good putt. He's got a 3-footer here. And currently sitting at 6 over. And he's going to roll that into the deep stuff here. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. All right, let's see how he does. This is going to chase out a bit further down the fairway. Watch it go. All right, let's send it. He is in the beach. Let's see how he gets out of this one. He's got some sand to contend with. Let's see what happens.
Hi.
Okay, 225 yards for him. Let's see what he does.
아, 찍어.
Okay, he's going to find himself now in the deep stuff.
No.
Uh-oh, I think this might be short. All right, back in the fairway. Now, to the green. This one's about 145 yards away. He's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. Going a bit left of the pin. Oh, how close was that one? Here we go. Let's save par on this one. Now that one could have used a bit more pace. Looks like he's got around 8 feet to the cup. And a 7-foot putt for him. All right, if he can sink this, we're going to go into a playoff, and that is where the final winner will be decided. Obviously, I'd rather us just win by him missing the putt. But, and as that goes down, we are going to go to one Okay, that's it for you in this competition, but your friends, well, they're heading to a playoff. I say we stick around and cheer them on. All right, this next player is ready to roll.
UK Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the exciting season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We've got all the first-round action of the Bluff Championship coming your way. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. Alongside me in the booth is my mate Rich Beam, and out on the course as always is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. We're excited to begin this week's coverage on 2K Sports and also what's in store for us this week. Let's see what's happening out at the 12th. As we settle in to follow our featured player, there's a rumour that this rookie on tour has started up some kind of rivalry with someone else. Henny Koyak is on the ground. Henny, do you have any more information for us?
Our featured player, although they're just getting established on tour, wants to take down some of the bigger, better players that are out there. Will Zalatoris is where they're going to start. And, well, despite the fact he's come back from injury, this young player can perform at the top level. He loves majors. So, with a Will Zalatoris defeat, you know you're on the right track.
It's always fascinating to see what motivates these players. Henny, thanks for that info. We'll be watching this rivalry closely. Ooh. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
This is a lengthy putt here. And back to the course with the live action. Par putt coming up here. Okay, let's head to the next. Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 13th at Central Otago requires a very accurate tee shot.
Need a strong tee shot right here. That outcropping is a gorgeous line. From there, you want to hug the right-hand side as best you can, even bringing those rocks into play, as missing it down to the left-hand side. Bogey will be a number that you'll more than likely put on your card.
Will Zalatoris is someone that everyone attached themselves to very quickly. He made that explosive start to his professional career. He's already ridden some serious back injury issues, but he shows a lot of heart and character, doesn't he? Because he's fought back very quickly.
He has. He's one of those players that he's silly talented, isn't he? The ball striking is absolutely amazing. You know, we've talked a little bit about his putting a little bit, but he gets past all of that, doesn't he? He just gets the job done time and time again. And I think that's what's going to be his legacy, is that he's out there. Have your hands full. He's just one of these all-around really, really solid players in the game. And I love the way he goes about his business.
That's so close, but never mind. Just missing the par there. Stroke advantage. Stop me if you've heard this before, but there seems to be a few rocky outcrops on this.
Luke, that's what I love about this golf course, is because we don't have too many hazards. We have rocks. That's what Mother Nature gave us. Again, when you look at this par 5, it just screams beauty from tee shot all the way up to the green. Just that one lone bunker on the right-hand side, which could see a fair bit of action with players' second shots, but is a very user-friendly green.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
And he's down there. You got a read?
A huge right to left swinger.
Hola.
And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
35 foot from the hole.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. That's disappointing. This one's for bogey. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. The 16th, Rich, is just a picture-perfect par 3.
Just the one lone bunker on the right-hand side, but you have to be mindful of this false front short and right. So tee shots are going to favor the left-hand side where we have more rock outcroppings. Another delightful design.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. And now this for a share of 7th in the standings. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. He finds himself in a share of 7th place on the leaderboard.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Sitting at 1 under. And this putt is to move into the top 5. Well, that one's come off the blade with intent. Good speed too. Oh my. And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And as this round comes to a close, he finds himself in a share of 5th place. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, are thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our second round coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. Hi everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us once again. Our leader is 8 under par as we get underway here on 2K Sports. Now to the first hole. Okay, he's got that one in the air, heading out onto the fairway. And that's going to set the tone for the day. His second shot here. This one's for birdie. And the putt drops, and we're moving on.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
The second is a par 5. John, you should have a clearer view than us. How's it lying?
Well, considering where they ended up, the lie could have been a lot worse. I think they might be able to deal with this with not too much trouble.
Oh, what a shot! Mark it down as an eagle. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. He finds himself with a share of second place.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
I'm pretty sure this player will be full of confidence now after that eagle back at the last hole.
It is. You got out of bounds all down the right-hand side of this hole. That bunker in the distance on the left is in play. So lay up short of that. And second shot goes into a very narrow green. Be aware of that out of bounds lurking to the right. Shots missed out to the right probably won't end up out of bounds, but why take the chance?
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And he needs this to save par. Ooh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And a bit of a setback there. Now he's 4 under for the tournament.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Going with the 7. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left.
I don't think Will Zalatoris had that on his bingo card today. What a shot.
Hit a house. That's just about 3 feet away.
These par putts, they keep a round going.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. And as this round winds down, he finishes in 5th place.
Luke, top 5 is always a great position to be in, but I'm looking for more out of this player. I think we're going to see some good things happening.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're just about to begin third round action of the Bluff Championship. Hello everyone, Luke Elvey here and my mate Rich Beam in the booth beside me. We're thrilled to have you with us on 2K Sports today. Our featured player is in 6th place as our coverage begins. Looking forward to seeing what he does here today.
This one might be in the rough, needs to hold.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
And he's hit that inside the range. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, my money is on a right to lefter.
This is a par putt. That's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots. Their disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Standing over his second shot. Just 2 shots behind.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
And a touch of frustration popping in there as the putt just missed the hole. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. On the tee of the par 5 9th.
Plenty of room down the left-hand side to find the fairway with your tee shot, and from there it should be go zone. But when you look at this green, it's got runoffs in all directions around it. If you've got any little demons running around in your head telling you that you can't chip it very good, you're not going to like this green.
Maybe going for the green, are we? Chance to change his fortunes on the green. This would be a good one to make. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
I think he's looking at about 23 feet to the cup.
That putt went a bit long there. Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4th. Yeah, nice effort from him. He bounces back from the bogey at the last hole. So as we head into the back 9, Rich, what are your thoughts on this player?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these 2 players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Time for the second shot at the 10th.
In this wind, what that says to me is he struck that good.
9 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Time for the second shot at the 11th. Sitting at 6 under. This would be a great up and down. An opportunity to make a par here. And he's down there. You got to read.
You can be positive with this because it's up the hill and moving left to right.
The 12th hole is a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. Oh, that's a big-time play, Rich. Finding the green on a par 4 off the tee. You love to see it.
That a way to stay aggressive. Great play.
And that came out with some heat on it. Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. Oh. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
Unfortunately, that'll be a 3-putt par there. And after that, sitting at 6 under for the event.
that was a pretty solid day's effort all round, and just 18 holes left to play.
Luke, always a pleasure being alongside you, my friend.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. .2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time to kick off the finale of the Bluff Championship. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. Rich, I love these days. Championships are decided. Has this player got it in them to pull out the win?
Right now, he has not got the victory secured, but a good final round here could see him into the winner's circle.
Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Needs this to kick a bit left. And a chance to reach 9 under for the championship with this putt. John, what's the line on this putt? In she goes. Let's head to the next. This 14th hole is a par 3.
This is a cool feature because the green runs from right to left, helping a draw, but almost repelling a fade, it seems like. You really got to be smart on your club selection here, and as always,
they're currently in top spot alongside Rory McIlroy.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
This lie won't be too bad in the first cut.
Birdied this hole yesterday, but totally different circumstances today.
Attaboy, good shot. Oh, good look at a birdie here. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And down it goes. Now an impressive 9 under par as we head to the stretch.
oh, it doesn't get any better than this, does it?
He's currently tied for first. Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
Just the one lone bunker on the right-hand side, but you have to be mindful of this false front short and right. So tee shots are going to favor the left-hand side where we have more rock outcroppings. Another delightful design.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Didn't that look good for a long time? If he makes this, he'll save his par. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Time to update the standings now, and our featured player is in second place behind Rory McIlroy. Well, he's got a chance to win this title. Will he stand up and deliver? This is his second shot. 1 stroke off the lead. Sitting at 9 under. How close was that to going down? This is a bogey putt coming up. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
Our leader has built a 3-shot buffer here as we head over to the next. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
Yeah, the largest fairway on the golf course here. So tee it high and let it fly. Second shot plays back uphill ever so slightly. 2 bunkers protecting the front right portion of this green, but you do have a little bit of help from the left-hand side.
And this putt for a final score of 72. But our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Pretty sure this putt should move to the left.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. That putt seemed to lack a little bit of feel. And that will do it for him at this event. Every week we see players with the lead going down the stretch. Some have it and some don't. Sadly, it appeared this player didn't.
Yeah, it's a shame, too. Slim lead coming down the stretch, but in the end just could not get it across the finish line.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 1 of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. It's all set up to be a thrilling day on the course. We head down to the 4th hole. And not a good result there. Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
Well, I'm over on the 17th. Tony Finau is lining up his next shot.
It's on a good line. What a shot from the bunker. He's setting up for his second shot. Only 2 shots off the pace. I'm not sure he selected the right club here. This one looks to be coming up short. Playing from 110 yards out. 2 strokes off the lead. Okay, that'll work. This putt is from 14 feet. John, have you got a good read on this one?
It looks like this one will move left to right.
That's the cardinal sin, leaving it short in the heart. Just can't seem to get off the bogey train here, Rich.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Pinehurst number 2, originally designed by the legendary architect Donald Ross and restored recently by Core Crenshaw. And the 5th hole is a real feature, isn't it?
They've done an immaculate job here. Tee shot runs parallel in the opposite direction to the 4th. Fairway does camber from right to left, so a draw more than likely with your second shot, but you don't want to miss this green to the left. There is a massive run out, and that golf ball will keep going and going and going until it's gone.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
Opting for the 5-wood. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. As you begin the 7th hole, a par 4, angles are of the premium.
Yes, dog leg from left to right. The longer the hitter, the more of that dog leg they will cut off, reducing the hole in size, which will be helpful because you get to go into this raised green with such a short iron.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Oh, this is going hard left.
This is an unfortunate situation here, trying to get that ball back onto the surface. Putting for bogey here. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Oh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Well, that's an impressive little chip. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
There's been so much great golf played here today. Why don't we head back to the 14th for this wonderful shot?
Second shot here. Very well done.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. On the tee now with the par 4 8th.
Only the longest hitters are going to be able to find this green in 2, but if they want to keep it on this green, they're going to need a little bit of luck here because this green, no bunkers surrounding it, but there are very few flat spots around it. If you want to make birdie, you better have a keen short game.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. From around 170 yards here, 5 strokes behind our leader.
10 out of 10 marks given.
A great shot here at the 8th and a chance for birdie.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Oh, man.
Yeah, a bit long on that one. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Rich, always like going back and looking at T-Dub and some of the magnificent stuff he delivers. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Currently at +3 for the round. And the 9th at Pinehurst, number 2, is quite a unique par 3 to finish the outward half.
Yes, you got deep bunkers both front and back, and the green tends to chase towards them. Anything out to the right-hand side into a little safe zone is what I would call it. That's the play.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Ooh. Just a short putt remaining here. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Well, that was certainly a tale of 2 nines, Rich, and well done for this player to fight through a sloppy start.
Well, that's what they had to do after that opening 9. It wasn't going to be pretty if they had the back 9 to match the front 9. Thankfully, they turned it around, got it back on the back 9. Hopefully, a better day ahead.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. Two-K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The second round of the Daybreak Classic is set to begin. Hi everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Lovely to have you with us today once again. Taking a look at the leaderboard and the position of our featured player. And it's a story that really isn't spoken about as much on tour, but it should be a nerve-wracking day ahead for our player.
And you just know what that cut is going to be. And right now they're on that number. They've got to go out there and pretty much play mistake-free to get around to the final 36 holes.
Rich, I love it when we get to break from play just to take a look at some great highlights. Let's return to live play now. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. And he's down there. You got a read?
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
5 feet coming up to the cup. currently at +3 for the event. Here we are at the 11th, a par 4.
Your driver not really necessary off this hole. You just need to make sure you find the fairway. From there, you've got 2 bunkers on the left of the green protecting wayward shots and a 3rd back right. This is another solid hole.
Lining up from around 160 yards. That's a nice looking shot, that one. Just fading back into play. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. We have a par 4 on this one.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
John, you're down there. What's happening?
Hello, Luke. I'm down here with Max Homa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 16th. Oh, are we going to see this go?
Okay, let's get back to the action. This is his 2nd shot. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That was a bit of a miscue.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Sitting at a couple of shots over par. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This for a bogey.
Ooh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. The 13th hole is a par 4.
Another one of these par 4s where you got to find the fairway somehow, hit a fiddly little cut with a 3-wood or a driver. Again, 2nd shot back up the hill to a green that is domed shape. You need to make sure that you leave it below the hole here if at all possible. This green gets scary fast.
Well, it's fair to say that Max Homa is filled with confidence these days, isn't he? And it just seems like he's going to keep adding title after title to his resume.
Yeah, what can you say more about Max? I mean, his game has just continually to evolve year in and year out. And it just seems like with every step that he takes, it's gargantuan for his confidence because he's just a tour-bred winner.
Oh, just missed the par. That'll be a drop shot on this hole. And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in. And he's moving down to 5 over for the event. Well, Rich, you never like to see it, a player missing the cut on the PGA Tour. How does one respond?
Luke, I've got great insight on that question. You kind of have to look back and think about the positive things you did to reinforce those. But every once in a while, you got to look back and say, where did I make the mistakes? Where did I go wrong? And learn from those. Because if you don't take time to learn from your mistakes, then what are you learning from? you have to look back and figure out where it went wrong so you don't make those same mistakes again the following week or the following tournament.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Boy.
Two-K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at one of golf's iconic venues, Torrey Pines, and our first round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. It's about to begin. Hello everyone, thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. And Beamer, your thoughts quickly here on Torrey Pines South. It is a big boy golf course, isn't it?
It is, and these players are in for a rude awakening because they've had some pretty simple golf courses up to this point. But this golf course, U.S. Open venue, this is going to punch you right in the mouth. There's no holding back here. This golf course is flat out tough. One of the toughest tests these players will see all year long. It's usually damp. It's usually cool. The wind blows off the ocean. It is just all around not fun to play in. And tell you what, if you're playing well, you can really find out what you are doing well, and that will help you in the upcoming season a lot.
Oh, stay. And breathe. It avoided the rough.
Second shot on the second. Will it find the grass?
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Putting for par. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
Just a smidgen to the right, this one.
That's got too much heat. Let's go and take another look at a Tiger highlight, shall we?
Makes this from way downtown.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Sitting at 1 over for the event. One of the most photographed holes at all of the PGA Tour is this downhill par 3 third at Torrey Pines South.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
14 feet to the cup. The old hammer hands putt. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
Yeah, making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
That was wonderfully done. Rich, every time we get the chance to wax lyrical about Tiger Woods, you think, how else can we sing his praises? How can we eloquently describe one of the greatest careers in the history of sports?
Luke, I don't know how you say anything more about Tiger that hasn't been said or written or shown. I mean, if you look at the history books, his name comes up a lot. And for good reason. You know, the numbers are astounding. The major victories are astounding. You know, this guy, it wouldn't surprise me if a spaceship came down and he decided to just walk on it and fly back to his home planet. He's just otherworldly like that. And the way that he's gone through his entire career, and time again produce when you think, well, no, he can't do this again. Well, okay, yes, he can. It's phenomenal. I just got to say that I am so privileged to have played against the man, beat him once. I made it count, however, but I mean, just to play in his era was, I tell stories about it for my end of days.
This now, his third shot. This one's tracking towards the hole, I feel. And he needs this to save par. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 sixth, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in two. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Quality shot, that one. Setting up miles from the hole. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
Sitting at 3 over par. Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot. Job done. Let's head to the next. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back in beautiful La Jolla, California for the second round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. I'm Luke Elby with Rich Beem. Glad to have you back with us. Looking at the leaderboard now, and it's Lydia Ko in top spot. She's got a one-shot buffer over the field as we get into today's play. Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie.
Not as easy and straightforward as yesterday's par, so work to be done.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
This is a 12-footer here.
And that putt will end up short. And that should secure the par on this one. And as we move along, it's Lydia Ko in top spot. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Oh, that one skirted the edge of the hole. Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
Crucial to save this par.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
This putt looks like it's breaking right to left.
And it's New Zealand's Lydia Ko who leads here as we head to the next. Welcome to the par 4 12th hole.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right. The rough over there is horrific. You do find the fairway, though. You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
Going with the hybrid. Yeah, nicely played. Sadly hasn't made a putt all day. Hopefully that can change here.
Not a good line.
A par putt awaits. And that putt will drop. Well done. Well, this is a player after my own heart. Going with the driver here.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Yeah, that was silky smooth out of the sand. Good shot. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Well, with that, unfortunately, this person's event is over. Unable to make the cut here today. That's a shame.
Luke, every player faces this at some point in time, even the greats. You miss a cut. It's never a good feeling, but you learn from all the mistakes you made. You move on and hopefully forget about it or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company.
We look forward to the next time you join us.
Yeah.